As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White Smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hi there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. Nice job by Jessica, who was standing on the side of the road dancing while dressed up like a turkey. This was for a fundraiser. The Good News Rescue Mission's 27th annual Stuff the Truck food drive was all about the turkeys. Jessica said the mission turned her life around, telling KRCR, "The mission has let me find sobriety. I'm 111 days sober and 113 days of being at the mission. I'm in rehab. I do a program that not only helps me with alcohol and drugs, but it helps me with my traumas, trials, and tribulations throughout my lifetime. I've been able to learn to work through those, and because of the mission, I've been able to get the mental health I need, the medications I need, and the support that I've definitely needed all these years." The goal of Stuff the Truck is to collect 1,000 turkeys and all the trimmings to feed an ever-growing number of people. At last check, they had collected more than 100 turkeys and 90 large boxes of side dishes. If you see somebody dressed as a turkey, pull over. Things worked out for Charlotte. One day, she was ready to end her life and step in front of a train. The driver of the train, Dave, slammed on the brakes after receiving notice of a pedestrian on the tracks. Dave brought the train to a halt and got down to talk to Charlotte for nearly half an hour before eventually getting her safely to the platform. Local police met the pair and helped Charlotte get in contact with local mental health support workers. Charlotte looked Dave up on Facebook the next day and sent a message saying thank you. Dave said, "You're welcome." They started exchanging messages. They met for coffee. 3 years later, they got married. Dave said, "I needed to know she was all right. I'd contacted police to try to find out what happened to her and just wanted to make sure she was safe. I felt like I had a duty to make sure she was all right. We'd built that rapport by the side of the track." Charlotte says she hopes that by sharing her story, people will realize we're all capable of helping. Do you like playing pickleball? A lot of older people playing pickleball. Well, Lois is going to kick your pickle. She plays every Tuesday and Thursday. Did I mention she's 95 years old? Yeah. She says, on top of this, I play cards every week. I picked up square dancing, and then I decided I wanted to play the mandolin, so I bought some books, and I do play and sing. I belong to the Pickers and Fiddlers. We always did what the kids wanted to do. I've played basketball, football, you name it. My husband and I had a softball team with our daughters for years. Her husband passed away 30 years ago, and she decided to stay busy. She has 6 kids, 20 grandkids, 37 great-grandkids, and now 4 great-great-grandkids. She says, I know one thing. You need to keep moving. White Smoke. The path to a new pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the Church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the uninterrupted listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
Mike holds multiple Guinness World Record titles for speed eating and drinking, while he has broken the record for most hot sauce eaten in 3 minutes. He did this on the same day that he broke that record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun with a paper straw. Remember that story I told you about? Yeah, same guy. Jack used a spoon to eat 2 pounds, 7 ounces of sriracha hot sauce in under 3 minutes. Jack told Guinness, "A lot of people say your butt must burn a lot after you did that challenge." And he said, "I've never actually experienced butt burn before. It's a genetic mutation. It's my superpower, I guess." And China, I don't know what's going on with your zoos. An aquarium has been criticized after its star whale shark turned out to be a robot. Ocean World in Shenzhen opened on October 1st after a 5-year renovation. People who took pictures show how the whale shark is clearly a robot. For example, gaps in the body where different pieces have been joined together can be seen. Visitors are upset because they had paid like $30 a ticket. Ocean World said, "Hey, we put the robot on display because live whale sharks are now prohibited from being traded." I mean, yeah, good. Then don't advertise a whale shark. We understand why you don't have one. You may recall earlier in the year, a zoo was accused of dyeing dogs to resemble pandas. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. If you would like this program without commercial interruption, there's a link in the show notes that explains how that happens. If you're on Apple Podcasts, click the banner. You can do a 30-day trial. Why wouldn't you? 30 days, no commercials. At the end of the 30 days, you want to keep going, it's $5 a month. If you're not on Apple Podcasts, click the link in the show notes. It'll walk you through it. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. Have an awesome one.